In this video we want to talk about the importance and characteristics of entrepreneurs. Now you'll see from the bottom right hand corner there are only 17 slides in this particular video, so it's quite a short video. Nonetheless, it does cover some important points, so it's worth going over at the end, stopping it, starting it, making your own notes from the video. So let's start. Start by looking at the importance of entrepreneurship. Well, entrepreneurship creates jobs. It's entrepreneurship who comes up with new business ideas, new products, innovations, changes in products, changes in production methods. All of this leads to a dynamism within the economy, changes within the economy, so that new jobs, new types of jobs are being created, and old jobs are being replaced, which means the economy must have a regular supply of educated and skillful workers. So the workers should be capable of adapting to the change. And we live in a society which is constantly evolving. The world today is a lot different to the world, let's say, 10 years ago, or even last year for that matter. The world is constantly changing. We see it around us all the time. The type of products that we purchase, the way we live, and what's expected of us at work. So entrepreneurship, I should say, creates new jobs. It creates new types of work, and it also leads to a replacement of old-fashioned production methods, old-fashioned products, and it leads to changes in the society. It leads to innovation, and entrepreneurship is an important source of innovation and change in the market. The entrepreneur is constantly looking at products and looking at processes to see if they can be updated or changed or modified so as to make improvements to the quality of the product or to the way it's produced, which will cut costs and perhaps make production more reliable. So the entrepreneur is constantly assessing the current situation, the products on the markets, the trends in the markets, production techniques, constantly looking at ways in which improvements can be made. And if improvements can be made, then the entrepreneur will have done his or her job correctly. It does create opportunities for diverse people. People of diverse backgrounds can improve their economic status by becoming entrepreneurs. There's no limit to who can become an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs don't have to have degrees or business diplomas or engineering diplomas. Entrepreneurs may have left school at a very early age. In fact, many did leave school at a very early age and go on to become very successful entrepreneurs. Clearly, these are exceptional people. Clearly, they're quite talented. But it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter about your race or your ethnic origin or your education level, or if you're male or female. It doesn't matter. The point is that they're able to make a contribution. They've come up with an idea. Entrepreneurship is essentially psychological. The entrepreneur envisages situations in his or her head. In that sense, it's psychological. They're imagining what could happen, what new products can be brought to market, what new technologies can be used, and what innovations can come about. They're imagining this. And to that end, it opens up entrepreneurship to everybody. Admittedly, only some people can do this. These are the entrepreneurs. The vast majority of us can't imagine what the future will be, or can't look forward in an innovative sense, to changing products or changing markets. We welcome the changes when they happen because we like new products, but the vast majority of people can't do it. It's only that, in a sense, select group, the entrepreneurs. But the entrepreneurs don't have to be drawn from any one section of the population. They can be drawn right across the population. It does not depend on education. It does not depend on background. So, let's look at the key characteristics of entrepreneurs. Well, they have a high need for achievement. They want to achieve. Some people think entrepreneurs are motivated entirely for profit. Not necessarily the case. Some might be, but others may crave recognition. They may want to be recognized for their contribution. It may also be more internal to them. They want to achieve to give them self-satisfaction. They know they've done it. So they tend to have this high need for achievement. They want to be successful. They want to bring their idea and have it, in a sense, validated within the market. They are the ones who changed it, changed the product, or changed the production system. They changed something, and then it was successful in the marketplace. And that gives them this sense of achievement. There's the internal locus of control. They like to control the business. They like to oversee what's happening. They've had the idea, and they want to make sure that the idea is translated into practice. They want to make sure that their work is followed precisely, because they come up with the idea, so they want to see it implemented the way they imagined it. So the two tend to be involved in the delivery of the product. But they themselves may not be good business people. They might be inspired by having these ideas for new products and so on, but when it comes to actual production, it may be better to hand over to trained managers who are not entrepreneurial, but they have a talent in getting the job done. They have got a willingness to take risks, where other people may be reluctant to take on risks. The entrepreneurs will embrace this. The entrepreneurs will deal with risks. They will try to hedge the risks, to try to minimize the risk, of course, but at the same time, they will take it on. In a sense, the entrepreneurs are aiming at a situation in the future. And of course, the future is not predictable, at least not 100% predictable. One famous economist called Friedrich von Hayek said, "The future is unknowable. We can't know the future. It's full of uncertainty. Many things can happen." But that does not deter the entrepreneurs. The entrepreneurs still carry on doing it. And in that sense, we're lucky that they do, because their activities give us new products, give us new ways of living, give us better quality products, give us new insights into the way production takes place, or the lifestyles we lead. They have got a lot of self-confidence, entrepreneurs. They believe they can do it, and therefore they set about delivering the changes that they have imagined. If they didn't have that self-confidence, they wouldn't do it. They would have imagined the changes, but they would have left it at that, because they didn't have the confidence to go forward. So they do have a lot of self-confidence. Now, entrepreneurial skills. Well, they've got strong negotiating skills. They're able to obtain resources that are controlled by other individuals. They're able to negotiate good prices, have resources delivered on a particular time under particular conditions, and they're able to negotiate this, and they're able to understand the constraints that both the suppliers work under and they work under themselves. And out of this, they're able to negotiate good solutions, whereas other people may make mistakes in the negotiations or may leave something out, something crucial. The entrepreneurs tend to be very precise. They know exactly what's required because, in a sense, it's their product. They have imagined it. They've also got good networking skills. They tend to listen to others and watch what's happening and talk to others and network with them. They're able to form relationships with other companies or with suppliers or with designers or with the universities. They're able to form networks, and they're able, from this, able to build up alliances, and they're able to gather best practice and gather criticisms of their own proposals before anything happens, before they make a mistake. So they're able to get involved in circles which will be supportive of them. There's, of course, personal networks that they could be involved in, which may be just family and friends. But family and friends are important as a source of criticism and of comment, and sometimes just throwaway comments could be very important, because that comment, although not really articulated properly or thought through, may contain something that the entrepreneur has missed. So personal networks are important. But of course, business networks are also important. Being able to link one company or one enterprise to another and talk managers to managers and get feedback, that's important. And participation in business organizations, for example, chambers of commerce or institute of directors. Involvement in these sort of activities can be beneficial to the entrepreneur, because it'll shed light on what he or she is proposing to do and looking at the trends, and also may highlight some trends that the entrepreneur may have missed. So simply being involved means there is greater awareness. And of course, they have got strong leadership skills. They're able to look at situations and inspire others to follow them. They may be quite charismatic and able to inspire others within the team to follow them, even though perhaps others don't agree or can't understand what's going on completely. But they know, they have confidence in the entrepreneur. They know that there's a good chance it's going to be a success, so they go with it. And the team then has a shared vision. They all see the outcome in the same way, and the entrepreneur is leading that and making sure that everyone is pointing in the right direction. So those are a few ideas about entrepreneurs that, again, need to be added to the list and considered and thought about. But that's all we're going to deal with in this quite short video, but nonetheless quite important video. So let's leave it at that and say thank you for watching.